Good evening and salutations, my Papa fans. So tonight's question is: Will Molly and TJ break up on General Hospital? Will this tragedy, let's just call it what it is, be something that's going to define them in the best way or the worst way? And we got a lot of soaps to talk about. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and the Restless. As you're coming in, make sure you hit the like button because it really does help. Um, Now, also, I'm using my phone for right now because I'm still charging my laptop since I did like 4 reviews. They're all out. Let me know if there's any audio issues or anything like that. So let's do roll call. Lashanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ronnie Ron is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Jonathan, what's good, my guy? Johnson says, welcome to Soul Chat with Dr. Bostic. Lashanta is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Cherry Ice Cream is in the chat. How you doing tonight? At the bank is in the chat. How you doing? France is in the chat. How you doing tonight? D King is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Um, Thank you for joining. Hopefully in like 20 minutes, give or take. This can finish. Black Mind, how are you doing, Mr. GQ? Thank you, Ed. Really like this shirt. My best friends actually got it for me for Christmas. So thank you for saying that. Oof, okay, that's kind of a lot. That's good. See what happens tonight. Okay, so FYI, as I always sit there and say my announcements, I am one person. There's 16 people in this chat. So if I do miss your comment, don't take it personal. Especially since I'm on my phone, it's even harder to like highlight each and every single comment. How you doing tonight, Crystal? I hope you had a lovely weekend. I did, D King. I did. It was a long day, I'll tell you that much. It was a long day. Oh, I haven't had a drink in 2 days. Whew, it's so good. Think they're gonna separate, Ed? It was good again, Jonathan. Hope all is well with you. Hope you had a great day. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I was really contemplating today if I was going to do a live stream tonight. I don't know if I was actually going to have the time. I figured I'd just do all 40 reviews, put them out, and resume, tomorrow. But there was too much stuff to talk about in all 4 of these soaps that I just had to sit there and talk to y'all live. It was good, Jonathan. It was a good weekend. It was a restful weekend, and I needed that. Also, I finished watching Cobra Kai, so that was amazing. Now Lashanta says, I'm so mad at Kate. She got a lot of nerve. RJ, tell anyone who listened. Now Brooke, I honestly tell you the truth, in a lot of ways, it's more like RJ's the one that's kind of out of pocket. You just have to think about it. Well, yeah, Jonathan. I mean, I think that she can actually really beat the charges. I think she can. Also, we got Mr. Brendan back, and he's actually in the opening credits. Oh, so good. To have us in the chat. How you doing tonight? Hope you had a good weekend. Ron says, how do you feel about Johnny pressure Abe to hire Bonnie? I don't feel like it was pressuring. I mean, I guess you could sit there and say it was pressuring, but I was totally fine with it though. Listen, he hired Haiti. Jonathan, towards the end it was good, Antoinette? Anetta? Anetta? And Jonathan, I know exactly what part you're talking about. But it was only cringe was towards, unless there's another cringe scene that I didn't know about. But no, Ron, I actually didn't like that because my whole thing was like, Abe, you sat there and you hired Hattie. because she looked like the character, but she couldn't act either. She couldn't act. She didn't really have much acting experience, and you hired her. So, like, in all reality, why wouldn't you hire Bonnie? I mean, I agree. Bonnie and Jonathan, whenever you get a chance to check out my review of Days, um, the Bonnie scene in the beginning was she was annoying. Okay, a lot of parts in the episodes was cringe. Okay, Bonnie was annoying in the beginning. Oh, Annetta, it's not familiar. Annetta, you know Annetta, Annetta. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Annetta. You used to come in here before, and I used to say your name perfectly, and then you stopped coming in, and then I had to sit there and relearn your name over again. But I think that's right. Thank you, Ed. But listen, I've been listening to this. Annette. Annette. You know what's actually really funny? It was Jonathan that actually helped me pronounce your name the first time, like on Munch Munch House. Annette. It was Jonathan actually. Yes. Thank you, Annette. And thank you for your patience, by the way, and your understanding. It was Jonathan actually helped me out with your name the last time. That's why Jonathan's always going to be my guy. I mean, for other reasons as well, but um, the hell was I supposed to say? But I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan. When Bonnie actually, had that emotion, that regret and everything like that, I was more annoyed because I was like, wait, that was so much passion and drive and everything like that. I was like, that was like the best acting I've seen that actress do. And I'm like, wait, so let me get this straight. We got to sit there and deal with the ditzy, airheaded version of Bonnie, even though there is a better version. Um, even though we saw what she can do when you give her a really good dramatic scene, we gotta sit there and get that version. Like that was the thing that just really blew me, Jonathan. I was like, wait, hold on. Darby, what makes Abe think that the real Marlena and Kayla would act perfectly? Abe, please give Bonnie and Haiti a chance before you count them out. Yeah, exactly. As is also Willow pissed me off because once again she runs from her problems. If she quit nursing again, she doesn't deserve to come back. I'm like, yo, listen, at this point, she should just leave the house. She should leave the Quartermain mansion. Ariana? That's how you pronounce the name? Ariana? How you doing tonight, Amber? Now, D King says, I get people grieve differently, but TJ isn't wrong about needing to make arrangement. Has to be done. In reality, the hospital morgue can't hold the body remains indefinitely. It might say you have 5 days. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I do. Um, and I get that part as well. Like maybe she should have probably had Mom Duke sit down and help that out, like Alexis. Rhonda says, "Was good, Justin?" Oh no, no, no. Devlin, I got mine tonight. I didn't drink on the weekend though. I didn't drink on the weekend. But now I got my tonight. Hey, Autumn. Maxie was right when she said Nina plan is going to. Yeah, exactly. It is going to end, and it's not when. It's not even so much as if. It's more of a when. When. What's good, Laura B? I thought it was cringe, Ron. I thought it was just really cringe. I thought it was super cringe. Justin says this isn't about Poppy's act. Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, D King. I'm sorry to hear that. Autumn says was right about Nina's plan is going to end in a disaster, but as much as Nina wants to stop Willow from making this bad choice, it's going to blow up in Willow's face. Yeah, it's like she's trying to take one for the team. I'm sure we will, Jonathan. I mean, I I think one thing that was really interesting. Um, One thing was interesting was the fact that you see Stefan lie right to Gabby's face. You look her in the eyes, you claim that you love her, and you lie straight to her face. Like, yeah, Connie was annoying about the way that she went about doing it, but like, it's still messed up. Justin said this isn't about Poppy's actions. This is about Katie's jealousy of Poppy with Bill. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, okay. And then she sat there and she called the cops. I was like, oh, damn, okay. Am I gonna have to sit there and call you Katie the Karen? And yeah, and I again, I'm sorry to hear about that, D King. Everyone, like I said, everyone grieves differently. Everyone grieves differently. And I think my thing with TJ just annoyed me. It's like, yes, he was right in a lot of ways. Arrangements needs to be made, right? He's feeling neglected. He feels like he needs her and everything, and I get that part. And I'm not knocking him for that. But my issue is that he's not simply saying what does she need. A lot of it was him. Johnson says, "Do you think Gabby and Steffi will get a divorce?" Absolutely. I don't. I don't see how she can get past that. It says, if I was Jack, I would have told Anna that you don't run me and you can't. Exactly, you don't run shit. Exactly, you don't run shit. Exactly, Ed. You don't run shit. That's exactly what I would sit there and say. You don't run shit. Annette says, give Molly her own baby. Have to go through miracles of science for that one. Daphne says, Gavin, I love one, but I can't handle my liquor. No, I listen, I get it, Daphne. I get it. And I'm probably not gonna be really drinking that much anyway because I have work again super early in the morning. Cherry's consists not get pregnant. She told her the chances are. Oh yeah. That's true. The chances are very slim. That's actually very true. Thank you, Cherry. I can appreciate that. You're right. Shanta says, "Why is Danny and Chris coming?" Oh, you mean like, oh, why are they coming? Hopefully for something good, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be stupid. And that's like, glad I'm not dating Dollar Bill. Why is that? You don't want to sit there and live with a good-looking rich man in a mansion? Because I mean, that's what it is. This is living with a good-looking rich man in a mansion. Bill did not support Poppy today, Francis says. Okay. Wow, there was a lot of overwhelming evidence. Terry says you're making me thirsty, Albert. What are you drinking? I am drinking Moscato, my favorite alcohol, my favorite wine. Favorite wine is Moscato. I haven't had it. Cherry ice cream. I have not had it all week. Lashanta says Adam just dumb, being Victor's do boy. Hey, you're probably right, actually. Daphne says I heard that Rick Lansing is coming. Yes, this. I don't know if it's this week. I'll check, Daphne. I haven't heard anything about him coming back this week. He's coming back, but I don't know about this week though. Oh, DK says Danny is supposed to be on tour, and it takes him to LA where he's at B&B. Oh yeah, he sings some sort of stupid some sort of song, and people are dancing, and it's looking super cringy. Bobby says I don't think Molly can damage uterus and no viable eggs. Molly needs a miracle, yeah. Well, giving birth to a child is a miracle in itself. But I know what you mean. You know, Ron, okay, let me highlight this because every once in a while, you'll make some sense. She just stood there and was like, did you do it, Mom? Did you really sit there and kill Hollis and Tom? Um, you should literally, if anybody should sit there and have a certain level of faith, it should be you. More than anybody else in that room. Eagle Fang. Hey, Albert, I'm assuming tomorrow Blaze is going to fire her mom for going behind her back, but it should happen when the tape comes out. That's actually very true, Eagle Fang, and I agree with you on that. Also, Eagle Fang, I finished watching Cobra Kai, so we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that, Eagle Fang. We gotta talk about that. Soon I was done. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I can't wait to sit there and see Eagle Fang. Lashanta says, Albert, tell me why Jack mad at Billy. Tell me why Jack's mad at Billy Abbott. Abbott is his name too. He don't trust Billy, but Diane and Kyle. Are you talking about tomorrow's episode? Because I didn't watch tomorrow's episode yet. Why is oh, why is Jack mad at Billy? Hmm? You mean for the company? I mean, like I said, I didn't watch tomorrow's episode yet, so Saria, Sharia. TJ needs to be a bachelor. I always felt that I'm not feeling him and Molly. I mean, I didn't see him actually. I didn't see him actually mad at Billy lately. I didn't actually see him mad at Billy lately. Sharia. Yeah, but no, I didn't see him actually. I didn't see him actually mad at him lately. But Eagle fan, I was sit there and say this when you said that there were certain decisions that they made that I didn't understand that was very questionable. Um, Lord, I only got it towards the end. Like the last episode when you was like there was some very questionable decisions, or was it a questionable decision? But I mean she did Eagle Fang, but like I think I was just more kind of like it was kind of just like, oh wow, she's gonna be the bad guy. again. And like the reasoning for that was like, really? Really? Like there was just some shit that just didn't really make a lot of sense. I'm gonna be honest. Like I love the show, but like Ron says, what's your thoughts on Connie and what is she gained by destroying Stephanie and Gabby? Oh, to avenge Shen. This is what she kept talking about the entire time. She kept saying that she wants to avenge Shen. She wants to avenge Shen. She wants to avenge Shen. She keeps saying that over and over and over again. That's her. That's her goal, is to sit there and try to get revenge for Shen. Justin says, "How do you think Katie will react when she finds out she was wrong?" She'll be all apologetic and, honestly, tell you the truth, she'll sit there. The thing is, she'll be apologetic, right? She'll be all apologetic, but then she'll be like, "Well, I just followed the evidence or whatever." But it's just, I don't know. She's acting super Karen. Eagle Fang says if Hillary comes in, I'm sure she would have a pep talk. Both high heads that lost. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never actually saw part three. Well, I never actually saw the one with Hillary Swank. Yeah, like an Eagle Fang. It's just, it was like, oh, I'm gonna sit there and go to the dark side because everything that Creed said was right, even though it really wasn't. It was like, no, they stopped the fight for a reason, and you were fighting out of anger. Like, oh, you're always gonna sit there and choose her over me. Creed was right. He really wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna go to the dark side. I thought it was supposed to be three girls and three boys. The last time I checked. So, like, I don't. I mean, I did. Yeah, that was an option, Crystal. Absolutely not, Jonathan. I mean, she literally sat there and called the cops. Here's the thing, Jonathan. You know who? Okay, Jonathan. You know who Poppy should be more angry with? RJ. Poppy should be more angry with RJ because RJ is running around town blasting um just the news out to everyone. There might have been a perfect good explanation. She could have been set up, but this idiot can't keep his goddamn mouth shut. Eagle Fang says Johnny tried to get Tori and Sam to fight was funny as hell. Okay. I mean, I get why he was trying to do it because he saw a lot of himself in her, but like, so what's your opinion on Bonnie being the director of Bonnie and Soul? She was up in Dictator? I don't think she was being a dictator. I think she wanted a chance. I think that she literally just wanted a chance, and I don't see why he was so closed-minded, but yet he accepted Haiti like there was no tomorrow. Eagle Fan says, how would you feel about them writing a Miyagi character? How would you feel about them writing a Miyagi character? That's true. That's true. What's good, Sandy White? How would you feel about them writing a Miyagi character? What do you mean, like a son? Like if he had a son or something? Kashanta says, Albert, Katie called Baker and they searched her apartment. Yes, they did. Which again, I get why she's trying to do it. Like, I get her wanting to protect Bill, and so I think she just did what's right, regardless of our feelings. So I don't know. It's hard for me to sit there and really knock her. Yes, I did call her a Karen, but she had all this circumstantial evidence, and she felt like that was proof enough to call the cops. No, they're writing. I mean, as a convicted criminal that committed armed robbery. Oh, yeah, that is out of left field. But you know what, Eagle Fang? I'm gonna wait till it plays out. I'm gonna wait till it plays out, Eagle Fang. Um, I don't think that was, it was out of left field, but I don't think that was the worst though. Like Devin, I could have swore the rules was they had to have three boys and three girls. So, like, why was this even a contest between Kenny and Devon, I think that's her name. Unless I misremember something. Lashanta says I would have respect to her if she went to Bill, but she did go to Bill. She did go to Bill, and Bill literally, um, Bill just kind of was like, "Hey, listen, she's cool, she's fine." The point is, she tried to go to Bill, and Bill just didn't listen, and she felt like she had enough evidence, which she really didn't. I mean, that's true. That's true. I give you that. I give you that, Eagle fan. Like I said, Eagle fan. Like I'm sitting there watching. I'm just like, this doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, and yeah, I get it. None of karate moves were like the rules, like they enforced. But the problem is, Eagle fan, when it's in a storyline, like a particular episode, and they have to follow that, that's where I'm like, seriously, how old is Master Cam? I think that dude's probably like 70 or something like that, or close to 80, I imagine. Lashanta Sadaba, she already called the police. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she called the police because she felt like she had enough evidence to get Poppy. I mean, it's not crazy though, Lashanta. Once she had the backpack, and she knew that you know Poppy was the last person that Tom saw. In her eyes, that was enough to sit there and be like, yeah, we gotta, that's enough. That's enough evidence. That's all I need to sit there and make sure that I protect Bill. Like I'm not saying it makes sense. What did what did Bill say? Actually, did what's good, Danny R. Bill just sat there and said he looked and he was like, the evidence is just kind of overwhelming. So he was like, do what you have to do, and do what you have to do, and I hope you didn't do it. So he didn't really stand by her, but like he didn't fully disbelieve her either. Ever since Look Albert must have been listen, I Darby, I love that show. And I only saw the first movie. I gotta watch the rest of the movies one day. But I love that show. It was so unexpected. That show started on YouTube. YouTube. And it says, what do you think about Natalia once again overstepping? Do you think she was right? Oh, I know, Darby. I know. Um, no, I'm just saying. I love that show because it seemed like a show that was so underrated. What do you think about Natalia once again overstepping? Do you think she was right? Um, I think that she doesn't have tact, and I think that she felt guilty. So she's trying to make amends with her daughter. I don't think it was the right time, but like overstepping, yes, but I think that's just within her nature. So it's like, hmm, The shot that says over Katie's brother shot Stephanie Forrester told set his dad up, so she did that out of spite. She did what out of spite? You mean okay, so you're saying that she called the cops out of spite? DC Soap Sanctuary, if it isn't Devon, aka Albert Bostic Hamilton, DC Soap Sanctuary. You know, it's actually funny. I was thinking to think about you all week. I was thinking about you yesterday. I was like, we gotta sit there and do like a separate collab, like a separate video, not a live stream, but like a separate actual video though, because we haven't did those in a while. So I was like, I gotta sit there and reach out to um, my guy DC, maybe do like a actual video. Listen, I think that Luna should tell RJ to kick rocks. Well, Ron, Gabby's plan is to gather evidence. To gather evidence. So this way, when she tells them, when she exposes them, she can actually have the proof. Did you say that's so true? What makes you want to do a recorder over a live stream? That's good, Jonathan. That's good. I mean, nothing specific. I just miss doing those videos, those specific because that's how we started doing collabs and stuff like that. It was just putting out a video and stuff like that. So like I kind of miss that. Like don't get me wrong, we're still gonna do the collab live streams and stuff like that, but sometimes I miss doing those type of videos because when it's just us, there's not a lot of people in the background constantly asking questions, which I don't mind, but sometimes it can be kind of a lot between talking to you and trying to answer the chat and then them feeling like they're being like left out or whatever. So it gets a little kind of crazy. Um, which I don't mind. Again, I don't mind that they're doing live stream, but sometimes it was like I miss doing the actual regular. It's not even that. It's not even that DC. It's just like I said. I just like doing that one on one where it's like there's not a lot of other people that can interrupt sometimes. Not even like it's bad, but it gets a little bit too much sometimes. And then I don't like the fact that they feel like they're not in the loop, even though they kind of are. It's hard to explain, but what's good, Big Nate? Good. I mean, it's funny, Jonathan. I was thinking about the changes today that they made, and maybe on a financial level, I can kind of understand, but like they shot themselves in the foot. DC says Albert knows he can't leave his shareholders. I mean, not really, but like I said, sometimes I just would like to actually do a regular video where it's just you and me. In this way, it's like because I don't know if you've seen it. Sometimes people in the chat sit there and be asking questions and questions and questions, and it's just like it can go. I don't want to sit there and say a little frustrating, but like I don't know. Sometimes it'll just be easier. I'll sit there and say. And DC, that comment actually for you from Ed. Eagle fans does not enough build up with the Korean Kaikes. I still don't know who they are and if one of them wins, it would be a big deal. I think Dimitri wins the only other star without a big win on the show. Yeah. But Eagle fan, you know what else is actually really crazy though? They bring in all those kids, right? They bring it. Okay, I'm gonna check it out right after I switch. Thank you. Eagle fan, I didn't understand what was the point of bringing in all those kids and then it's just the six of them going. And the thing is, the sad thing is, like, we already knew which four was going. So it's like, what's good, Deluxe? Ed says if you have, I mean, DC says if you have a chance, let me know. Oh, okay. Ed says, do you think Jack and Carly will get together? Yes. Yes, Ed, I do. I heard some, you know, rumors or whatever of Laura Rice and they're talking a lot about Jack's character, or yeah, Jax's character. So I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Uh, I mean, it's damn sure not going to happen with Kate. Johnson says so. So that visit with Christina was all it to convince Willow to be a, you know, and that's the thing, Jonathan. I think somebody else said the same thing. It was like, no, Eagle Fang. I mean, no, Deluxe actually uploaded it. I did it late though, but it's actually up though. Jonathan, you know what it comes down to, right? She wants to run away from her feelings with Drew. So now she's not gonna sit there and it's so stupid. But no, Deluxe, I actually put it up. I actually put up all four reviews. So yeah, it's there. As Eagle fans say, yeah, we know season six was not going to live to the hype of season five, but I was hoping it would pick up with the last five episode last. I mean, Eagle Fang, I would sit there and say this much. There's still time to turn it around. There's still time to turn it around. So maybe I'm being a little optimistic, but Eagle Fang, you gotta sit there and remember this show started off on YouTube. The fact that this show is as good as it is, thank you, Deluxe. Yeah, no, I put it out late, but I like literally a half an hour before I started streaming. Lashanta says, I don't agree with Summer. Which part you don't agree with Summer? DC says, but we can all discuss how if you have bipolar disorder, maybe being a mobster is just not the best occupation for you. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree. I can agree. But the problem is, DC, I mean, he was diagnosed late into the game, so it's like, well, what's he going to do now? But that's the thing, Jonathan. She just wants to run away from her fear. Jonathan, she sat there and asked this man, "What are you doing?" Like, he's in the hospital. What the hell do you mean? What is he doing? T King says Natalia is the queen of overstepping, but as BOQ said, it was a once in a lifetime gig that could potentially prosper. Oh, propel Blaze's career if she turned it down, they replace her. Yeah, exactly. That's why I sat there and as cold hard as it sounds, I'm like, listen, you can't do anything for Christina right now. You really can't. The only thing you can sit there and do for Christina is let her family be there for her. Okay, I think this is actually hooked up now, so I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch. So I'm going to be on my laptop. It's going to be black for like, I don't know, 20 seconds, and then we'll be all good in the hood. I could turn my goddamn music and turn my AC. Should probably. Got a lot of people streaming tonight. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why do I look like I have this permanent frown on my face? All right, it's going to be black for a hot minute, and then I will be right back. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, DC is a wait. DC is a clown. Hold on, let's see if we got. Okay, we good. Oh, you can turn off now. Thank you. Okay, now let me turn my goddamn music. Oof. Thank you, Jonathan. I'm glad to be back here. Now, DC, of course, is the VP of Trolls. Ron says Albert Phoenix said in his video that he's ready for Kanye to go, that she's a bad actress. It's the she's not a bad actress. It's the writing, and also he prefers. Yes. Well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was just saying. Like, yeah, that's. I said the same thing, Ron. As far as get Jan Spears back in here, because this chick ain't doing it for me. Ron, DC says, as for the black screen, Opera changed into a different man, but will the audience recognize him? Abra is AB. Abra is LB on the Born and Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, DC. Oh, what's good, Chelsea? Um, DC says, sir, the VP of Troll Affairs. Get my goddamn title right. Ooh. DC put some thunder in that shit. I love it. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan. The way she said it, It's like she tried to put that tough girl tone in her voice. She tried to put that goddamn tough girl tone in her voice. I'm like, boo, you're not Michelle Rodriguez. You might want to kind of take it down a bit. Ooh, and now Laura B says, I think it's possible Blaze will fire BLQ. Okay, bye Blaze. You got bad juju going on. You need me more than I need you. I'm doing this record label to sit there and help your ass out because you're a homophobic mother. DC says, for shareholders, I gotta go. Got an orientation in the morning. You have a great night, DC. I will definitely text you and we can sit there and set up a time and a date. We can sit there and do this collab because it's been too far long. Been far too long. As said, Albert, the difference with Jan and Connie was that Jan could be annoying, but she had to plan to get her way. As for Connie, just yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. DC says also, why do I feel like Natalia is our type? Oh, she is. Yeah, she is. I kind of like that bossy, fiery chick. A little bit of diva-ish in there. A little bit, not too much, where she gets out of goddamn control. A little bit of diva-ish, to keep me on my toes. I don't actually have a type. Okay, let me turn on my AC. Otherwise, I'm gonna melt. No, Ryan, it wasn't really that interesting. It wasn't really that interesting, Ron. Wasn't really that interesting. What else? My goddamn notes. They were just filler, to be honest. Like I said, RJ got to be like the worst. Well, not the worst, but he got to be. He's a pretty shitty boyfriend now. Like, damn, do you keep nothing sacred? It was Lashante, and I said that in my review. I also sat there and said she looked good as hell, though. And I know it's so bad. That's so bad. I was like, girl, you are terrible for what you're doing right now. You sat there. You're asking for a favor from this woman who had the worst day. Period. Um, and you should go to hell. You're going to go to hell. Damn, she looked good. Natalia looked good as fuck. I'll tell you this much, and I know y'all may not like this shit, man. Natalia got hot status. Okay, hot status means that hot girls can sit there and get away with a lot more than average girls. I do think that that was pretty thorough. Like, why does she have to look so good doing it? Seriously, why does she have to look so good being kind of an awful person? I don't know, Ron. I'm still kind of nervous about her spitting in my goddamn coffee. Ron, you should know how much I value caffeine. Okay? I feel like, Ron, I feel like that was desecration. You know? Goddamn, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that one of the previous writers has a good job back? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Lux says I watched Maurice Bernard podcast with that played Morgan, and the scene they did together was Marie's first day back from his breakdown he had. He said he was still going through it. God damn. I've been missing so much of his podcast though. I just and that's the thing, Deluxe. Like, I'm glad you tell me this stuff because it's so hard to sit there and try to find time to watch some of his stuff. What's this? What do you think about the entire time in Brooklyn? That's already. That's her typical way though. I wasn't surprised. I mean, Ed, was you surprised? She is quote unquote a stage mom, right? No, it was. Well, that's the thing, Ed. It was ridiculous, but again, it's not surprising for her. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's not surprising for her. Of course, she was going to have her shit back though. You saw how excited she was, and let me tell you something. When she walked into the hospital, I was like, "Boo, I get that you're happy and you're all over the moon. I need you to bring that down here. Though. Like, you're doing too much." She oversteps on a regular basis, so it's like Tracy Steves, happy Monday. Also, hit the like button too. I forgot to sit there and say that. Hit the like button. Hit that like button because it really does actually help. See, we got 40 people. And while you're at it, become a member as well. I just did a video. I just did a video um, about the whole TJ and Molly controversial thing for members. So you definitely want to sit there and not miss out on that. I'm not ignoring anyone, I promise. I didn't put this link in there before. I'm not ignoring anyone, I promise. Guys says you definitely should watch Marie's podcast with Tyler. Yeah, I want to. Trust me, I really do. Um, I do feel like it's gonna be a little sad though, but I do want to watch it. Chelsea, let's keep this friendly and PG, okay? We gotta have a good time. So I start seeing language like that, it makes my spider sense tingle a little bit. I'm here. I'm also hit the like button. Let's see, we'll learn. Oh, but I will learn a lot about Tyler. Okay. Yeah, Ed, situations like that is always very tragic, you know. But I do plan on watching it one day, Ed. It's very difficult. Well, one, the subject matter, and two, more the time now. Now, D King says RJ keeps nothing sacred. After he and Luna had it blank for the first time, he told Brooke and Hope about it, and that it was her first time. He's like, yes, thank you, yes. But I want to know, Ed. I do, I do. So damn difficult sometimes. You know how it is, Ed. Working and everything like that. It's like, plus I have so much shows I gotta sit there and try to watch and keep up with. But okay, maybe I kind of pulled a little bit too much. I want to try. I want you to try. It's a tad bit too much, but I gotta wake up early as fucking. Jonathan, I gotta sit there and say the fact that they kept that little sad, pathetic joke on as long as they did on Days with Leo and Haiti. And again, if you watch my review, I practically was like, um, they kept that joke going on for a long time. That Leo didn't know that he wasn't talking to Marlena because of certain key phrases. Absolutely, and I agree with that. Which she can't trust him. He's has a big mouth. Then he sat there and told Brooke about what happened between her and Zenday. I'm like, damn, RJ. D King says Marie's podcast is good, but it can get real intense and even heartbreaking. Yeah, I mean that's a good thing, D King. I guess for me it's just more about time. I work a full time job, but then I do YouTube, so the videos and the live streaming it doesn't really leave you a lot of time to really do much of anything else. And even when I do stuff, it's like I'm catching up to different shows. Um, some of the stuff people in the chat want to talk about, so it's very hard to sit there and try to find like 40 minutes or whatever to sit and even watch. Uh, Damn, Ron. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a comment because don't get me wrong, Ron. I love the comments, but I can only answer them one at a time. Ron says, Robert, I want another murder mystery, and hopefully RJ gets bumped up. I don't like his character. He's not interesting. Oh, okay. Shanta says, what do you think? Why do you think? Why did they come between Gwen and Leo for Dimitri? Leo is very self-centered, and he proved that he loved himself way more than he cared about anyone else in that situation with Gwen. Because he sat there and whined and complained that he felt guilty, but he didn't feel that damn guilty. LaShonda says Luna should move out. Move out of where? Move out of Bill's house? Ed says, how do you think Christina is going to speak at the funeral and keep saying my baby and you see it calls and absolutely. Ed, absolutely. Listen, I don't. I'll tell you this much, Ed. I don't think that people gave her a certain level of smoke for constantly saying that my baby this, my baby that, my baby this, my baby that, because she um she lost a baby, right? Like even I haven't sat there and really come down on her with the hammer that I will come down on anybody else because she is doing something that's like damn well that was never supposed to be your child, but they're only giving her a certain level of whoa 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 whoa. Ed said, "Oh, let me take a drink. Let me take a drink. Hold on." Deluxe says, "How long before TJ and Molly breaks up?" Ed says, "Albert almost forgot. Emily O'Brien is not coming back to days. It was announced on Soap and Dap. Ooh, people gonna be pissed. People gonna be pissed. People going to be mad. I don't know why I'm here for it, but I'm kind of here for it though. Take a look. See, I'm so just on a side note. This is a report that maybe Sarah may be hit with. Oh, okay. When I get a chance, I'll check it out. I'll check out Phoenix's video. Thank you for letting me know, my guy. I'm looking at Soaps in Depth now, so or maybe I'm looking at the Instagram page. I don't see anything on the Instagram page. See it. So I think I'll take another look on Google. I'm hearing this from Ashton to saying that Emily O'Brien is not coming back to days, and I know people are going to be pissed. People, I shouldn't be laughing so much, but I do think that sometimes some people get a little bit too emotionally invested in some of this stuff. I will just have to sit there and find out myself. Just Google. Okay, coming. Thank you. I will definitely do that. Ed, if I'm not too tipsy, I may sit there and make a short about it. But I've made a short in about a month, so thank you, Ed. Okay, now Lashanta says her baby, her body, she never got a chance to sign over the baby. Okay, they had to deal with it. So this whole my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my ass. Lashanta says, did you hear Poppy say her apartment is getting demolished? Yes, I did. No, listen, Ed, I'll be honest. It's things like that that really does help out the channel because it gives me ideas to sit there and make videos and shorts and stuff like that. So um, I do value that. I do value you for saying that. So thank you. But yeah, she did sit there and say her apartment's getting demolished. What's the point? I mean, I was there. I heard it. You heard it. What is that? What does that mean? Yeah, there's more stuff on Y&R that I did not talk about. I gotta bring that. I gotta bring that up. Because actually, tell you the truth, I watched Y&R. I know I should have did a review on I mean, I did put on my YNR review today. So if any YNR fans like YNR want to check it out. Oh, she would get hurt because okay. Ooh, okay, you know what? You know what, Ron? Phoenix did another video I gotta sit there and check out. He did a video called Kate Manson Reveals Big Changes to Christina and My Response to Upset Fans. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I did my own video about people being upset about people being upset about the unaliving of Molly and TJ's baby. That caused quite a stir. And well, sometimes I feel like people do kind of go overboard in the way that they may handle it hasn't been great. Um, I do understand that it is a somewhat controversial decision that they made when they decided to not go forward with Christina, with Molly and TJ's baby. Johnson says it's all the Jack or Justin that's behind the murders. Yeah, I believe that as well. I believe that as well. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, Jonathan, Justin was sweating bullets, and Jack, I don't, yeah, he's the only other person. D King says Maurice has Sean Caden on 3 times, always fun because he knows commentators are going to troll him for killing AJ. Oh, okay. Oh, commenters. Okay. Well then, Ron, he's the captain. He says make it so and make it so, and if he wants to sit there and write Sheila have a pregnancy story, then I'm pretty sure you'll probably be the only person that'll be happy about it. That's what I think, Ron. That's true. Well, not sure, Jonathan. We just have to run through the scenarios and the list of why either one of them would be the killer. You know, what's the motivation behind that? And not Katie's version of motivation is evidence, but like what would actually be the motivation behind that? The shot just says everyone should stop being PC. Uh, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. And I think the bigger question is, okay, Lulu wakes up and goes back with Dante. Where's Sam gonna go with it? Because Sam, Kelly Monaco, and Steve B is not happening. So who would Sam actually go out with? LaShanta says Albert Billy think because he stepped back that Victor. Exactly, and I'm like, and won't find dirt. It's not his thing, LaShanta. Yes, and that's actually very true. Well, let's just sit there and say that he does step back, and Victor, it goes over Victor. Victor doesn't know that he steps back. That's not going to stop. That's not going to stop Victor from coming after that company. It's not going to stop him from coming back from that company. That's the thing, Lushanta. And it says Sam will have to wait until that's yes. Yes, Ed. I agree with that 100%. They not damn well going to put
Um, let's put it this way, and I'm gonna sit there and keep saying this until the end of time. And if I'm wrong, and when I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, y'all can sit there and say I told you so. They're not putting Steve and Kelly Monaco together. Okay? That's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry that the Sam J fans or the J Sing fans. That's not happening. Oh, Ron, I mean, listen, I'll be happy for you. I don't think the rest of the world will be happy, but I mean, if you're happy, that's what that matters, right, Ron? I think the rest of the world sit there and be like, I don't know if this is actually a good idea because, science will sit there and say otherwise. Wish I just said someone needs to move on, fill his weight. Oh, it's J Sam fans. See, this is, and I'm going to be honest, this is exactly why I don't do those couple names, those Brangely names, because they just sound stupid to me. They just sound dumb. But you're right. Actually, to tell you the truth, that one of my subscribers is actually named J Sam. Is actually named J Sam. So Ed says one person mentioned that Kelly Monaco said that there's no beef between her and Steve. I get that. I mean, I I guess we have to wait. But that's the thing, though, Jonathan. Just because there's no beef, that doesn't mean that she wants to sit there and share intimate scenes. In my personal opinion, now you could be right about that. Maybe they could sit there and decide, you know what, let's house out wash shit. Let's sit there and do this job and get it done, and maybe they can make them. And Jonathan, if I'm wrong, hey, I'll admit it. But it's good thinking there. Ed, no one, no one. I mean, Ed, if they did do someone Cody, but then who was Sasha gone with? See, the problem is, Ed, there's no one on screen that they could sit there and get her with. Cody is with Sasha. Um, Spinelli's with Maxie, even if that was a possibility, which is not. Sam don't have a lot of options. That's the problem. He really does not. Ron says, Albert, what video were you talking about regarding Feng Shui? Oh, it's a new video. He put it like 15 hours ago. It's talking about General Hospital stuff. Yeah, it's talking about General Hospital stuff with a actress named Kate Mansi. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jonathan. I'm not knocking that. I want that. Let me tell you something, Jonathan. I want that. I miss original badass Sam. Okay, so I know I may come across as more these skeptic. Well, one, I don't like to get my hopes up, and two, maybe it's just a reviewer. But fan wise, I would want it though. Chelsea says I can definitely see Christina and Molly as Sunny and Rick. 2.0. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that, Chelsea. That'll be interesting. Yeah, that's true, Ed. But the writers are Ed. The writers are more favorable towards Carly than they are towards Sam. Come on, my guy. You know that. You know that at that point. Oh shit! I forgot to hit the goddamn like button. Okay, so Dion is live streaming. That's cool. No, no, no. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, Ron. When you get a chance, check it out. That's what I said, Lord B. I was like, okay, Chelsea. Listen, Chelsea may be on to a good soapy story. I want to highlight that in case any interns are watching. That's a good idea. Um, oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't think I actually poured that much in there. It also says if Sam and Jason were to have a relationship again, they could start with a story where Danny gets kidnapped and both of them go on a search for him, with them getting into a shootout on the way. You know what's funny, Jonathan? Didn't you say that? Didn't you say that story before? I know you said that, Jonathan. Tell me you said that story before. 'Cause I remember you actually saying that story before. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to highlight that in case any interns actually watch. Okay. See, I remember, Jonathan. And when people sit there and say, "Oh, you have a bad memory because you're drinking," no, I remember shit, and I remember that story. Uh, Ron, because she's annoying. That's why, because she's annoying. Shanta says Nina's a dingbat. She talks too much. Willow confided in her. I, Shanta, let me tell you something. I'm gonna get to people's comment section. I'm gonna get to people's comment in a minute. This was so much of a stupid acidine plan. So let me get this straight. This chick decides, oh, I'm going to seduce Drew, so this way Drew's attention can be on me, and Willow could fix her marriage. So Nina, you're just gonna take one for the team. Is this what we're doing now? We just take one for the team. Because it seems pretty stupid to me. It's just like, bro, you just want to get your rocks off. Let's just keep this 100. Let's just keep it 100. You want to sit there and get your rocks off. Let's not play that game. And then she backtracked too because she every time that she saw Drew or Willow, she kept on to blame Drew for these encounters. When she talked to Maxie today, she was like, Drew is not snitty trying to go after her. Like intentionally trying to go after her. So I'm glad he did correct that as though like he's trying to make it seem like Drew's some sort of, as you ladies say, dog. That's what I said. I love the icon of the baby though, Ron. I think you're always a that's interesting. No, Kanye's annoying. Um, and like somebody in the chat said, Jan Spears had to plan her stuff. Kanye just always happens to be at that specific time, at that specific place to sit there and get the information that she needs to help her out. And it's like writing for convenience, not writing because it's clever. But I guess in some ways, it's like that's what happens when we have to sit there and write with a very paper thin budget. Have a good night, Laura B. It was really great to see you again. Hope you had a good vacation and you have been missed. So thank you. And that's true also. That's also very true. Um, but it's just one of those, and again, I sat there, I was like, damn, Nina, you really pulling out all the stops here. Like this chick's cleavage was someone like a mile away, and I was here for it, of course. But like, I was like, God damn, Nina, okay, you like Nina is really sacrificing one. She's really taking it for the. I love how she sat there and tried to act like I'm doing this for Willow. I'm like, bro, I'm like, sis, you doing this because you're attracted. Let's not sit there and try to act like it's some sort of hardship to keep the attention on you. You're doing this because you want your rocks off. You're attracted to him. Don't sit there and try to play that game like I'm doing this for the greater good. No, the only good you're doing this for is you. Oh, goddamn, Lashanta. You don't care about TJ or his breed? Jesus Christ, okay. You say I'm harsh. Shit. Okay. GK says you expect Carly to be front and center. When is she not front and center? You act like she left center stage. She's always been front and center, GK. I'm respecting her front and center again. Like she actually left. I remember her leaving. Was I drinking that day? Was I really drunk that week? I don't remember her sitting there leaving. Unless it happened and it happened so quick. I mean, it's true. It's true. At the bank, like I said, I was here for it. Jesus Christ. Well, Chelsea, it's not going to be good for GH. I'll tell you that much. Listen, let me tell you something, Chelsea. Frank knows how to work with a budget. Okay, even if he has to be in trouble for going over budget. So I tell you this much, Chelsea. If he goes, GH is going to be in a lot of trouble. God damn, Ron, will you write a whole goddamn essay? Jesus Christ. I like to keep it in a family, so I am in a relationship. Oh, you okay? Hold on. Ron says I like to keep it in a family, so if I'm in a relationship with Jada and Melinda Trash, and they both have daughters, Ron, how old would their daughters be? I'm a little tipsy. I'm not that goddamn tipsy. How old would their daughters be, Ron? I think you really need to answer that question. What are the ages of their daughters? Ron, I almost kind of pray to God that you actually get this answer right. I mean, not to mention that that's just nasty shit in general, but like, I think it's actually time for Kyrie to actually do his live stream tonight. I want the live damn chat on my phone. Have a good night, Lashanta. It was really great to see you again. But let's see what can I say now. Okay, I had to sit there and peep into Kyrie's live stream. But so Jada wrapped up the case. Connie's still out there just being annoying, and I guess um see the thing is Connie is making the story go, and I can respect that. But Connie's also just like I just don't care at this point in some regards. Because she sounds like a broken record after a while. Oh, I'm gonna make them pay. I'm gonna make them pay for shit. I'm gonna make them pay. I'm like, well, you literally stabbed this man in his back. Okay, you're the one that actually killed Shen, but you're practically sitting there saying that well, he was only damaged goods because of Gabby and everyone else. And I'm just like, like your reasoning for why you want to do this is just so goddamn dumb. And it's like every time we have to, as the audience, we have to constantly be reminded of why she's doing what she's doing. It doesn't make it any better. It just gets annoying after a while. I mean, okay, it's above 18, so alright. Kind of left me on a cliffhanger there, buddy. Weird shit, but okay. 19, alright. It's legal. I mean, it's for 21, but 19 is legal, so. Hmm. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here because I do unfortunately have to wake up super early. But I want to thank everyone for coming on so late at 8:30 to sit there and come to the stream. Thank you so much. Um, it was a day. It was a long day. Coming here and doing this definitely evened it out. I want to appreciate every single one of you for joining tonight. Thank you so much. And everything goes well. I will sit there and see lovely people tomorrow. So have a good night, D King. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. Have a good night, Ed. Have a good night, LaShanta. Jonathan, my guy. Johnson says, join us for another edition of Soul Chat with Apple Bostic. Thank you, my friend. Jonathan, the G of the chat. Always my guy. Appreciate you. Have a good night, Ed. Great to see you. Johnson says, good night, everyone. And hit that like button because it does help. Have a good night, Tracy Steve. In your opinion on both Brad Bill and Ken Grenade can't be fired because both their parents create the show, meaning Days and both. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Maybe I'll do a story about that one day. So thank you, Ron. Have a good night, Tracy Steves. Have a good night to Havlin. Have a good night, Big Nate. Um, have a good night to Havlin. Was Janet in the chat today? I don't remember if Janet was actually in the chat. I feel like I should remember if Janet was in the chat. Have a night, Quiet Guy. Have a night, Darby. I don't think Blackmo was actually in the chat. D King. Ah, there we go. That is hilarious. I don't know why. Every time I sit there and say, have a good night, quiet guy," most of the time he's either in the chat or he doesn't reply until like afterwards. So I don't know why. I find that funny. Yes, have a good night, quiet guy. And if I didn't say good night to you, you know exactly who you are. I'll see you tomorrow in the next live stream. Have a good night, cherry ice cream.